It's winter. It's hard to keep track. I need to write this somehow, to hold on. When I had my freedom, free. Free. If you say it over enough, it begins to sound mean nothing.
Looks good. Your men know what to do?
Yes, sir. All right, that's it for now. Let's get out of here. Back in the truck. We'll get him next time.
I missed you, Matt.
I missed you, too.
Oh, you've been hurt.
Yes.
But you should have told me. You should have told me right away. Here. Sit down. Maybe I can bind it.
Look, it's beginning to snow.
I know.
Here, take my coat.
No, both. There's room enough for both.
Love, you are love, better far than a metaphor can ever, ever be. Love, you are love, my mystery.
It's a miracle! Let's take down the wall.
No, leave the wall. Remember, you must always leave the wall.
Deep in December, it's nice to remember. Without a hurt, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow.
Do you have any idea what you're doing? Any?
You don't own me.
No, I don't. But that doesn't mean you can do anything you want. It's dangerous. So you do it as a dare. Or is it just to defy me?
Yes.
One day, you're going to have to choose.
Did you see it? How was I? Did you cry?
Don't be silly.
You did.
What does this play mean to people? It's so silly and so sentimental. Why do they risk arrest to see it?
It made you cry.
Good morning, Alethea, and how are you this morning? Oh, I'm not bad, Dad, thanks. And how are you doing? Okay, I hope you have a real nice day today, Alethea. Yeah, you too, Dad.
How you doing, Dad?
Some siding off the back of the milk barn. Damn squatters come right up and rip the damn wood right off your barn.
Want to get a warrant, search the trailers? See who's got our barn sticking out of their stove.
You think it's okay for the government to steal the land. You probably think it's okay for the damn squatters they sent to rip the damn house down for firewood.
You know I don't. I'll look into it. Is Alethea up yet? I gotta get going. Allie? Allie? Oh, you look terrible.
Get out.
Dad. Justin, where are you going?
Draw.
Where are you going?
Tell him.
What the hell for? Hey! Allie, come on, we're late. What the hell's he supposed to do? We'll let him go to college, there's no work. I don't know what he's supposed to do. Alethea? See you later, Dad. And I'll check into that squatter business.
Dad? Want some more coffee, Dad?
It's always worse in the spring.
Yeah.
He sees the land starting to come alive and knows he can't do a damn thing about it. I don't think he'd even mind him taking the wood off the barn if they just knew how to handle the land.
Well, they're welcome to it as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, that's a hell of an attitude,
Oh,
aren't
well, what the hell you want me to do, Lord? Be outraged at the last remains of the great Milford Empire being torn apart by a bunch of poor exiles who are just trying to keep from freezing to death?
You're a Milford.
Oh, yes, I'm a Milford, right. I forgot. I'm a Milford. I'm sorry, Lord. It's just the way he looks at me sometimes, you know. All of us, really. right? As if we're the ones who let him down. As if
He's
we're
not very subtle.
No, really. Well, I don't see him making any great heroic stands. None of this is his fault.
Just take it easy. You're gonna kill yourself.
Not at all.
Morning, Daddy. I made coffee.
What's this, an all-nighter?
Western civilization test.
Which one, theirs or ours?
I don't understand how you can be the county administrator and still be so cynical.
Water's working. Maturity, you should avoid it at all costs.
I'm glad I'm a dancer. I just don't have to worry about maturity in politics.
Yeah, well. How's that program coming?
It's going good. The area tryouts are today. You should come.
Well, I'd like to, honey, but if it's a tryout, I wouldn't want it to look like I was trying to influence anything. Look, hey, I love you very much, and I'm very proud of you and your dancing.
I know.
Look, maybe I'll drop by one of the rehearsals and give you a few pointers.
Good, that's all I need.
I gotta run. Well, good luck, all right? Not that you need it. Morning, boys. Hey, Gilbert, is he taking all your money?
You got it all right.
Hey, how about this early spring, huh?
Too damn hot, too damn early.
Well, you just get an early crop, that's all.
Yeah, everything starts to grow, then a big freeze comes along and kills it all.
Well, you can't blame the Russians for the weather, no?
Why not?
Don't matter one way or another. The way the government messes up the quota.
Hey, did you get that part for that grader? Gotta be kidding. I'll call somebody.
You'll have to. You've got the only one who works around here.
Hey, Pete. Heard from my wife's sister.
Yeah?
There's a movement in Idaho. They're living in caves up in the Rockies. Her husband used to be one of them survivors.
You can't listen to all those rumors.
Yeah, but what if it's true?
Well, what's it got to do with us anyway?
Morning, Peter.
Morning, Betty.
You want something to eat?
Yeah, some Aunt Jemima pancakes, real maple syrup, and tiny pork link sausages.
I've got soybean cakes, and I've got molasses, and that's better for you anyway.
Yeah, you say.
Well, listen, if you want something better, you go down to the barracks and get it. I saw him take a load in there yesterday. Eggs, pork chops, steaks. Maybe they got Aunt Jemima. What do you say to that?
Heard from my sister up in Idaho.
You can go down there in your official car, you tell them you're the county administrator, and they're in the county.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a plan.
Well, you're going to have to eat with them, too. You want some coffee, Ward?
I'll have the soy cakes.
Just give me a hard time.
Thanks, Betty. A little crabby this morning.
He's having supply problems.
Well, it's hard living in the middle of the most productive farmland in the world and you can't get anything but soy burgers.
That's better for you anyway. You're knocking hell out of the cholesterol problem.
Yeah, caffeine problem, too.
So what kind of night we have here?
It's pretty quiet.
Pretty crappy scorecard.
Yeah, well, one, a drunk who's listed as alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
There's a railroad bum just passing through. He was drinking lighter fluid in his Tokay. This tastes about like Betty's coffee. Well, emergency wouldn't pump his stomach.
What the hell does that mean?
They say they've got this new policy.
I can't.
Yeah, believe it. Believe it.
Don't they look great?
Yeah, thanks.
Wait till you taste that molasses.
Have a fork, please.
You still have those?
Just a minute, I'll wipe a couple up.
Thank you. Betty, I'm still waiting. Look, from now on, everybody goes to the hospital.
Okay. Not gonna do any good.
There needs to be a record of it.
You think that matters?
Yeah, it matters. It matters to me. It matters to you.
Well, what really matters to me is my great-grandfather helped build this damn country. Hell, the county's named after us. What do we got? We're down to 50 damn acres. I'm a damn deputy. There isn't even a sheriff. You're supposed to be concerned that some gutless brat can't resist smack or some bum is lacing his Tokay with lighter fluid.
This is really awful.
Yeah, well, that's what makes you really want to give up. Can't even get a good breakfast. What do you put in these, Eddie? What exactly goes into these things?
It is not yours. Mom got it from me. She made it 2 years
Good morning.
ago.
She made it for me.
Good morning.
Morning. I was gonna make breakfast.
So Jack made it.
What's that? Mom, where'd you get him?
Snuck it off the training table.
You shouldn't do that. Oh, God, it's good. Honey, you have rehearsal today?
Area tryouts.
What? You want moral support?
Okay, if you don't say anything.
Strange kid. Doesn't want to be criticized by her mom.
Bye.
Be good.
Yeah, don't get pregnant.
Jerk. Yes, goodbye, Scott. Thanks for the chat. Nice kiss. Wonderful seeing you. Scott! Hey, Scott! Here!
I don't need it. Hey, wait up, guys.
Hello? Come on, come on. No, wait. No, don't run. Come on, Deirdre.
Hi, honey. What's your name? Where's your mom? Is that your mom? It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't be scared. That's the girl. Would you like to go in the house? It's warm in the house. Hey, how about some hot milk? Yeah, I bet you would. Come on, let's go.
No, I'm sorry. Come on, Deirdre.
Look, it's okay.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Come on, kid.
Dr. Drummond?
He's with patients.
No.
This is a surprise.
Can we talk?
In the early 1930s, the opium movement was on its way to California, fighting its way to find acceptance. Those gains are never made easily, but by determination and perseverance, they were able to overcome tremendous obstacles and hardships to attain.
Staff just followed orders.
A man died.
Not a hell of a man, but a man.
How's that stack up against your Hippocratic oath?
Don't talk to me about my Hippocratic
Come
oath.
on.
It's in the new National Advisory Committee guidelines. You want to fight the guidelines? Great. Put it in writing.
You know I can't do that. I just want to hold a line wherever we can. Otherwise, what the hell good are we?
Peter, why the hell do you think I was exiled? Most of us. I wasn't a serious political person. I did something I thought was pretty ordinary and decent, and I did it without thinking. Now I don't do anything without thinking. How it looked to the committees. Well, I got informers on my staff at the hospital, nurses, doctors, even one of the janitors, for God's sake. The next time I step out of line, I'll really get sent down. Look, I had to give up a damn good Philadelphia practice. I even lost my condo in Vail. What greater sacrifice do you want?
Guess I just want to hold the tide back a little.
My advice is, pick your shots. I didn't. And now I'm one of your constituents.
Doctor.
Too long.
Hey, Puncher. How long have you been out?
10 minutes. They broke out of the back of the barracks. It's a tactical unit. Let me see. Tickets and scare the hell out of people. Those rumors make them scarier than they really are. I see. They didn't have anybody shooting back. Yeah, damn right.
Get back in here. Come with me. We can make love in the car.
You're a pervert.
There are many women who would love such an offer.
Oh, well, maybe you can find one on your way to the office.
Are you all right? You're very sad this morning.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Anyway, you have your play to rehearse. You'll probably not even notice that I'm gone.
Andre? I love you.
Good morning, Sergei. Good morning, Colonel.
Michael?
The plane is standing by.
We shall go to the office first. Everything ready for reception in Omaha?
4 of the candidates for the area governor general have been notified.
Governor General sounds like a character from Gilbert and Sullivan.
It is a position of authority.
Only 4 were notified. Which one was not?
The man from Nebraska, Peter Bradford, the administrator of Milford County.
Any reason?
There is a feeling that Governor Smith of Missouri would be the nominee of choice.
How do you think Mr. Bradford came to our attention? His county is the most trouble-free in the whole 5-state area. There is no significant resistance. His production is above quota, only 60 miles from the Omaha urban zone, better than any county in the central area. Of course, the committee would assume he isn't qualified.
He's not a party member. He's not in an advisory group. The party member from Milford does not recommend him. Mr. Herbert Lister, he says Mr. Bradford was resistant to the introduction of revised school curriculum when he was county supervisor of schools.
You really have no idea what we are trying to do here, do you?
83915.
83915, sir.
March.
In a few hours, you're going to have your names returned to you. I'm here to remind you how you came to be numbers, deserving of no more respect than a cipher. You disgraced your country. You brought shame and hardships on your family. And now, you'll always have your number. It'll follow you wherever you go. And it's waiting to be used again should you fail to apply the lessons learned here. For those of you who may doubt your rehabilitation, I owe it to you to tell you that if you found your stay here unpleasant, next time will be worse. You'll all rise and take the oath of allegiance. Anyone not comfortable pledging that allegiance is free not to do so. Sergeant. Eight, 3, 915. You will lead.
I pledge my allegiance to the flag of the community of American, Soviet, and United Nations of the world, and to the principle for which it stands, a nation indivisible with others of the earth, joined in peace and justice.
Peter.
What's up?
New exile list.
Bunch of names.
Take another look. There's only one parolee from prison camp.
Devin. I'd almost forgotten about it. Your brother, my friend. Think we'd be a little glad, you know what I mean?
How do you get used to things? Everything in its place.
In some people's places to be gone, huh? Well, we'll get used to him being not gone. Just like we did gone.
You hear that?
You're just shrunk and old again.
Well, there's no point worrying about something.
Yeah, like tomatoes.
Thought I was going to be. There's a rumor about a shipment of tomatoes. If anybody had told you you were in high school, you'd be standing in line. What's the name of the shipment? I guess we'll know soon enough.
Hi.
Hi. I'll lose my place in line.
Amanda.
Will you send me a place? Did you see what happened a little while ago?
Just our peacekeepers exercise.
I know what it is. Why do they have to do that? I mean, we're all scared enough already. Can't you do something? People are upset.
That's why they do it.
I know. So it doesn't bother you. Why do you have that head for the hills look on your face?
Devin's coming home. Here to Milford.
He's out of the hospital?
Turns out it wasn't a mental hospital after all. It was a prison camp in southwest Texas. American Gulag.
Oh, my God. Bastards.
Yeah. Well, I just thought you might want to know.
I hate what happened to him. I'm really glad he's going to be okay. But I love you.
Andre, I'm sorry to burst in on you like this.
Magistrate Andrews, what is it American executives always used to say? My door is always open.
They usually said that until someone took them up on it. Andre, I have word that Devon's being released.
I'm sorry?
Devin Milford, my ex-husband. There's a report he's being released from Fort Davis.
Well, I must confess this is one of the many things in the five-state area I seem to have overlooked. However, it is 1,500 miles away.
I'm sure it was a bureaucratic mix-up. They mustn't have realized who he was.
And I'm sure he's been rehabilitated. Otherwise, he wouldn't be released.
He's dangerous. He undoubtedly has feelings of revenge. And the children...
Even if it's true, he'll be in internal exile. There's not a lot of harm he can do, restricted to 25 miles around his home.
You don't know him. You've got to stop it.
We'll look into it. By the way, I ran into some of your more belligerent associates last night. I just happened by an outlaw performance in a church.
A special performance?
A rather harmless little play.
Special person in the cast?
An artist.
Appearance and illusion.
Beauty and soul.
Instability.
Madness.
Yes, I forgot. With you, that'd be a virtue.
Make me a file on Devin Milford, coming out of Fort Davis, Texas. Videotapes everything. You may have to dig a little. At least 2 other areas, Northeast and the Federal District. Oh, and police records, too.
Do you want him to be stopped?
No, not now.
Time I was in Midland, Odessa, I was 18 years old. Stopover flight from Houston to Phoenix. We must have flown over oil fields for 20 minutes. A lot of money here back then. I'm sure it changed a lot, though. You just get in that Fort Davis group. To hear anything about what's happening in the country, I mean. We can talk, they don't care. I hear that about Fort Davis. At Coachella, they let you talk. We used to talk all the damn time at Coachella. We must have hatched 20 escape plots a day, formed 100 resistance groups for when we got out. We're all going to meet up in the semi-autonomous area up in Idaho and Utah. I don't know how the hell we're going to get there. People do stuff like that, you know, pass the time.
That guy, he's a plant. I hear they nuked Seattle. You hear that? A couple of years ago?
Our ancestors were very rough, and they got in fights a lot. And there was lots of bullies, and when the Americans conquered the continent, they killed lots of Indians who'd been living on the land peacefully for thousands of years.
Thank you, Caleb. Now, can anyone tell us what caused our ancestors to be this way? Bill.
They believed in the survival of the fittest. Everything was run by big companies, and the people who came into the country were forced on building railroads or sweatshops or coal mines for almost nothing, while the companies and bosses in government were rich and lived in big houses and had servants.
If you couldn't work, they didn't think you were good for anything. And old people had to die because they lived in slums or had gotten hurt in factories.
What is this philosophy called?
Social Darwinism, which meant that everybody just looked out for himself, didn't care what happened to anyone else.
Class, I'd like to introduce Miss Marion Andrews, who's a magistrate here in Chicago and a member of the National Advisory Group, who help our president and representatives solve problems.
But most important, I'm Caleb's mom. May I steal in for a moment? I need to talk to him.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Now, let's continue.
There's nothing wrong, darling. But, you know how we've talked about your father maybe trying to see you?
He's in the hospital.
Well, he may be out. Now, he's not supposed to come anywhere near us, but just in case, I wanted to warn you and your brother. It's no big deal or anything, but there'll be a policeman to pick you up after school today.
Sure.
Okay? All right. Back to class. I love you, sweetheart.
Me too, Mom.
Where is he?
I don't know. It's hard to get reliable information from that far.
You're a big shot. You should be able to find out.
I'm not going to argue about what I should or should not be able to do. I am telling you, an officer will pick you up after school and be at the apartment.
I don't want some prole hanging around watching me.
I told you not to use that word. Maybe in among ninth graders, but you don't even know what it means.
Whatever.
An officer will pick up your brother first and come and get you. Okay? Okay.
Mom, do you think he's hurt? I mean, in those hospitals, do they do stuff like shock treatment and prefrontal lobotomies?
No, I'm sure he's fine.
Well, they have to let us see him, don't they?
It could be bad for us.
I want to see my dad.
Let's not talk about it now, okay? We'll discuss it later. Okay?
Your records were left on the truck from Fort Davis. That's not unusual. You somebody important?
No.
It says in your file here you ran for president in 1988. Is that a joke?
Yes.
Well, before my time, I didn't used to be too interested in politics when I was in high school. But whatever it was, you got a red tag file. It says you were in a mental hospital, too.
No, I was sent to Fort Davis.
Well, it's probably screwed up. Most of them are. And it's not like we can pick up a phone, check up on anything. Prison record's what counts anyway. You know, a lot of people get in a lot of trouble in prison. This looks good. Real clean. That's a real good thing for you. Looks good on your file. You have to go through orientation and delouse, and then the magistrate will see you.
They cleaned us up at camp.
Through that door and wait outside to be called. Next.
Look, I'm tired of taking it in the air for this stuff. I didn't send those damn people here.
Only time you ever put yourself out on a limb was when you were 8 years old. You had to memorize a song for the Christmas pageant.
We damn sure know how we came to be honored with a load of those people.
Look, the Milfords lost more than anyone. So don't give me that it was all your brother's fault. What do you think? We'd all be sitting here, everything perfect like it was before? Come on.
We can't meet the quota and feed ourselves, much less these squatters. I know where we're coming up short. The exiles working in the elevator, each one of them cops a sack of grain.
They're hungry.
This is the third winter for some of them. You'd think they'd learn to take care of themselves.
What do you expect? They're not farmers. They're out there trying to produce a quota on those pathetic little pieces of land that we've been divided up on. We come to town, some of us work in your houses. It's almost like we're from another country. None of us even wants to be here. You look around, you find yourself in a terrible situation. You can't believe it's going to be permanent. And even if the guy next to you has to stay, you won't. It's only human.
The government sent them here. It's their responsibility. Let them take care of them.
That's easy to say, but it's our problem. And if it blows up, it's not going to be some political security bureaucrat from Chicago or Washington who's going to have to deal with it. It's us. There was a riot down in Missouri last week, Grant City. Exiles went on a rampage. I don't want any surprises.
Just pick up the red phone. That's what the special
Look,
service
since I've been the
units are
county
for.
administrator, we've only called the UNSS unit once, and that was outsiders. I want to keep it that way. Next order of business, the parade.
Well, we got all the marching units lined up. The only problem is the old VFW guys. They say they won't march if the special service unit's going to be there.
All right, I'll talk to him. Have we gotten the slogans for the banners from the advisory committee yet?
Not yet. We don't have a lot of time, and they get real upset when you make up your own.
How's it look for a crowd?
Everybody's pretty apathetic.
You mean Joseph Stalin wasn't the father of our country?
I always thought it was Alexander Hamilton.
Okay, look, this is not my favorite time in history either. But we all got a choice. We can hang on to the past, or we can pull together and make the best of this. There isn't going to be the kind of country I grew up believing would always be around. I damn sight rather work for a decent community with some of the values I can still believe in. Probably had a more sophisticated view of things in Philadelphia.
Not at all. I thought it was an impassioned plea for fence sitting, perfectly appropriate to the time.
I see it as an alternative to running your head into a stone wall.
I think I'm just suffering from an ailment that comes from having lived too close to the Liberty Bell.
Well, I guess you wouldn't be here if it weren't for your wit. Huh, Doctor?